Hello, guys. Um, Hello, friends. Welcome to my channel. Hello, friends. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to live stream. Hello.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And few venues rise to an
Hello.
occasion quite like this one. It is, of
Yes.
course, the world-famous Old Trafford. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, over the years I've seen some great defensive leaders, and this guy, Ruben Dias, lives up to all of that, especially the way he just dictates where he wants his teammates to be positioned. Just always seems to have that picture. And when
Yo.
it comes to passing, he pretty much just leaves that to everyone else.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Best! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! That's a decent clearance. Zanetti does well to stand firm and defend it. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the shot! And that's what you call inspiring goalkeeping.
Eto is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first... And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information on our show.
Giovanni Grandaya. Chicken in the Grandaya. ടൂവിൽ തന്നെ നിൽക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി മോനെ അടിച്ച് കയറി വാ അടിച്ച് കയറി വാ ജൂഡ് ബെല്ലിംഗം Fabio Capello.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So that's got things underway.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
Can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
And that could set him on his way. He's got away.
Ay,
Had a
che.
look and given a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Messi. And that was nowhere
Wow.
near his best.
Fantastic.
Tries to pass it through. And this is Messi. Messi. Messi! Messi!
Mhm.
From another
Tim.
planet! Oh, it really
Gosh,
is a
don't
finish of the highest order. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Milan, there's the shot! It's hit
Oh,
the crossbar.
Neymarcito അത്.
That's really well cleared.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon.
Shot, surely!
വീഴാണ്ട്
That's what
എന്താണ്
you call inspired
എല്ലാം
goalkeeping.
നടക്കൂല.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a mighty effort! That's a half-decent try. Baresi wins the duel this time. No luck with that dink over the top.
Ding. Ding.
And it's Bellingham. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he cuts out the supply. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Looking for a runner.
എന്ത്
Can he get onto this? And he's picked it up out wide. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That is good alertness. Now it's some... He's gone for goal! Van Bouten gets it away.
ഇവനാണ്.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. And Messi! Oh, that was
But
nice, but
come on.
not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of move.
Mbappe!
ഇതെടാ ഇത്.
I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly
Mottam
could have been
bulsa.
something so much more.
Messi. Bellingham. And that's a good ball. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe has it out wide and in space. And we hit half-time.
ഉഫ്.
Certainly
എൻ്റെ
similar long
പൊന്നേ.
night so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still
ഒരു
very
ഷോട്ട്
much
അടിക്കാൻ
up for
പറ്റില്ല.
grabs.
Well, let's not beat
അങ്ങോട്ടും
about the bush,
ഇങ്ങോട്ടും
Peter. It's
അങ്ങോട്ടും.
been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Do well.
Here we go again.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And the shots! Oh, taken with style. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Madrid are... And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And he's had a hit!
ആണങ്ങട്ടവൻ ഇത് മാത്രം കളിക്കാൻ അറിയുള്ളൂ അവന്.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Neymar, and he's in on goal. He is through here. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing, but they want it back as quickly as they can get it. And they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Cruyff. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Cannavaro. Cruyff. Now it's Bellingham. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. Bellingham. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul.
രണ്ട്
in a
ഗോൾ കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ട്.
dangerous
എന്തിനാണ്
area.
ഞാൻ ചത്ത്
And no surprise,
രണ്ടായിരം
that's a booking.
മനസ്സിലാവും.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Well, he can produce power.
Messi! It's their second corner of the game. Bullish header! It's a goal! And that takes him up to double figures. The first significant goal-scoring landmark.
ഒരു ഗോൾ കൂടെ അടിച്ചാൽ മതി.
Everyone waiting
Goalie.
for the cross, but he
Yeah,
had
goalie.
other ideas.
Well, the angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Davids. Looking to play. And the finish! So close to drawing level.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
അങ്കപ്പൻ ഇഫ് ചറ്റ
He's had it taken off him.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he is going into that little black book. Messi. And the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there goes the final whistle.
എന്ത് കഷ്ടമാണ്.
Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, after all of that, Jim,
Just a quick
what are you
reminder
thinking?
today, please
Milan
refrain
absolutely
from
shocking
parking
here.
outside this
Shockingly
stadium.
porous down
Thank
the
you very
middle,
much for your
which was
cooperation.
painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
പിടിക്കായിരുന്നു. ആരും ഇല്ലേ കാണാൻ? ഇത് കഷ്ടമാണ്. 10-20 പേര് വായോ, സെറ്റാക്കാം. മൈക്ക് പ്ലേസ് എല്ലാവരും നല്ല ഫോം. മൈക്ക് പ്ലേസിട്ട് എല്ലാവരും നല്ല ഫോമാണ്. എല്ലാവരും നല്ല പോലെ കളി.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Cross from Robertson. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions. It's just his flexibility, his reading of the game, and that's what I really enjoy about him. He just makes it very difficult to be contained.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, what a ball! Beckham.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Pele can see things others simply cannot. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. Swept in. Beckenbauer getting this one clear.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Maradona. That ball looks a good one. Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Davids is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's found a way through. Milan looking to pass their way through. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully.
1 minute added time.
Nice interception, well timed. Referee's had a look,
Clear,
and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
എനിക്കിഷ്ടമല്ല എന്നാലും
On the whole, the team linked up very well, has been
കുഴപ്പമില്ല.
organised, hence their position.
പരം.
They can afford to be a little brave.
ചില സമയത്ത് നമ്മൾ
I think
കേൾക്കണം.
something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we are back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Beckham. And here's Neymar. And it's Davids. Out towards the flank. Davids. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Beckham. And here's Neymar. And the finish! Maradona, who's set up one goal so far. He has a look out.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
It's a throw-in. And it's Neymar. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage...
And the shot! Maradona. Real chance!
എൻ്റെ മോനെ
Oh, taken with style. And with the
ജയിക്കാനേ
match
ഒരു ഇതില്ല.
slipping away. the canvas. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. Threads one in, and he was alert to it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Beckham tries to pass it through. Haaland's cross. He can get that clear.
എന്ത് കഷ്ടമാണ്.
On the field, number 11, Palmer. Coming on the field is number 7,
ഇതൊക്കെ എന്തെന്ന് കളിയാണ്.
It's run loose here. Overhit and out of play. Beckham, the regular corner taker. And that has been cleared. Milan are looking to go forward now. And he's worked it through. Good take, and is this a chance? Oh, what about
സമാധാനായി
late in the day?
സമസ്ഥാനമായി.
This could well be it. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Milan take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
4 added
Bellingham.
minutes has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. It's a promising position. Picks out Beckham!
Substitution on the field, number 5,
All
Robertson.
hands on deck for this
Coming
one.
on to replace him is number 12, João Cancelo.
What a save from Peter Schmeichel! And that will be it. Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our
Milan
special lottery.
leave it late,
Please grab the
but in
tickets
the
you were
end,
given when you
it
were walking
was
through the gates.
great.
കളിയാണോ? നിസ്സാര കളിയാണ് അതൊക്കെ. എൻ്റെ ലൈവ് സ്ട്രീം ആരെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ കേറി വാടാ, കേറി വായോ. Gabriel Batistuta.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Rijkaard making another milestone appearance here in his game. Takes a shot.
Oh, കണ്ടുപിടില്ല ബുള്ളറ്റ് സാധനം.
On that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Nedved, good purposeful running this. Neymar. Short changes him with that pass. Driving forward. Oh, that's a key interception.
അന്നൻ വാരം.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the counter is on. Big chance! It is a
എങ്ങനെയുണ്ട് സാധനം?
fantastic goal. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And Milan have the lead.
ടാക്കിട്ട്.
And that really
That
is so impressive. So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It can
Latanguti.
only be him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 4, Rijkaard. Number 9, Mbappe.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 14,
Milan
Xabi
are
Alonso.
now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tchouameni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Nedved. He's shifting through the gears here. Xavi Alonso. And this is Zola. Oh, good-looking ball.
Zola really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's played it in low. Nedved. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
2 added minutes has been
Nedved
indicated.
cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express?
Payment
on the first
കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ലേ?
half?
Milan really did kick on after getting
കുറേ
that
നേരം
first
കളിച്ച
goal.
പോലെ.
Could they have gone another one
We are
and
glad
killed
to
the game
inform
off
you that
completely?
today's match day
Possibly.
programs
But
are
as long
available
as
from
they can
stands
keep up the
located by the
intensity,
gates.
maintain the
I'm
purpose
sure they will
levels,
make fine
I think they'll get
souvenirs.
another chance soon enough.
Milan.
Yeah.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, Batistuta.
That
Coming
gets
on
things
to
going for the
replace
second
him
half.
Number 10, Cantona.
Now it's Haaland. Kaka. And it's Nedved. Nedved puts his foot on the gas. Nedved going face to face with his great rival. Neymar did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's straight offside. Solar. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good take in a good area. He can get that clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Nedved. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Stood up well to him there. Just eases him off the ball. Turns back here, probably the best option. Tchouaméni given the lift of his goal. Costa Curta. Tchouaméni. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Albert Ferrer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. And this is Neymar. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He has found the way through. And that is expertly dealt with. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Maradona. Maradona! It's bounced back off the post. Knocks it into space. Maradona goes on a charge down the left. Nedved did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 25.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Number 13.
So, a genuine chance to increase the lead.
Coming on the field. Number 6. Owen. Number 11.
Ibrahimovic!
There will be one
Against the crossbar.
Boom.
He went for the curler. And the referee brings it to a close. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
With the owner of a blue...
Pick up play. ഡബിൾ ടച്ചിനായാലും ഭയങ്കര ഇത് മാഴ്സലായിട്ടാണ് കേട്ടോ. ഇങ്ങനെ
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Al Ittihad have opted to go 3-4-3 by the looks of it here, Jim.
Well, I always feel, Peter, that central midfield is a big area of responsibility in this system. It's not as easy for the front three to get behind the ball quickly if one of the wing-backs is pushed on. Then the boys in the engine room have serious cover to provide. So a lot of hard work has to go into this, and at times you can get stretched. But, boy, it can work at one end.
Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many.
Eto'o! Off the post! And he's heaved it away.
Boom.
And we have our very first corner. Big header!
കറണ്ടത്
The keeper
കൊണ്ടാണ്
has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
കൂട്ടന്മാരെ വിട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്.
Milan have their second corner now. Up he goes! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll
Abrakutin.
get the reward if they can stick
Abrakutin.
at this.
So, third corner of the game. Now there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Maradona. It's Eto'o!
പാണ്ടാറ്
Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
വലിയവർക്കായി
Milan get their fourth corner. Maldini is there and he can get that clear. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now it's come to nothing. Guirassy is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Batistuta. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of... Good chance here! Oh, it's hit the post! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Al-Ittihad looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Tele. Rice. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pele. Now then, the ball's come loose. Decent progress down the left. And this is Pele. Pele! Oh, nearly.
ഒരുമാതിരി ബിങ്കോ കളിയായി പോയിട്ടാണ്.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half
And
brings.
now I'd just like to read out our
Still
fan
waiting
club
for this to
members
take
who are
off.
celebrating
It's
their
goalless at
birthdays
half-time.
today. Substitution on the field. Number 99, Batistuta.
And
Coming
we're
on
off
the
again.
field is number
Milan have been the
23,
team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Rice. Mateus. Raul. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maradona running with the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Roberto Carlos. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Showing good feet. Mateus. And it's Rice. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Passes short and sharp. Tchouaméni. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. And he's surging through. He's one-on-one. He's having a shot! It's there! And finally, he has breathed life into the game. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Lily.
Terrific header. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
Al Ittihad really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep
Clear the
forcing
ball.
the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Pinches it off him. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's picked his way. He's had a shot! They've done it! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Al Ittihad grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how
Pequeño
badly they want to
Fernando.
win this.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Maradona. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, Red, nice interception.
There will
Well,
be 3
that
minutes
might be
added
that,
time.
Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Tchouaméni. And the referee brings it to a close.
Yeah.
So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
Tries to play it through. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Rijkaard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
He's had it taken off him. Haaland. Pele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Neymar. First quarter of an hour gone. Can he get it through? Good read, needed to be. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Otto kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Haaland. He's through, now is he in?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's in a good position here, and Guti! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Guti really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Maradona. He's a sharp little ball here. Tchouaméni gets flagged offside. Busquets. Baresi. Guti. Forlan. Has a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
No way through. And it's Neymar. And he skips past his man. He is through here. But they've got it again. And here's Neymar. Neymar going full steam ahead down the left flank. And there's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
And here's Forlan. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are back on the way.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Pele. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Neymar. Great vision. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Sporting are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Donadoni hurtling down that right flank. Ibrahimovic, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Haaland. Haaland, this is promising. And he's intervened well there. Neymar. Here's Guti. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Donadoni. And he's managed to get free. Swings in across.
Substitution for Sporting, number 19, Dembele.
So, time for changes
Number 10,
on both sides, actually.
Diego Forlan. Number 7, Donadoni. Neymar. Number
Sporting
11,
couldn't really be more
Guti.
watertight in midfield.
Coming on the
Not a
field,
trickle is
number
getting through.
9,
Now it's
Puskas.
Mbappe.
Number
De
20,
Bruyne.
Mbappe.
Oh, it's come loose.
Number 21.
Oh, what has happened here?
Number 15, De Bruyne. Number
Neymar.
17, Johan Cruyff.
Sporting
Substitution
really
in
are
progress.
pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Looking for the run. That looks a good ball through. Could be danger here. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now, can they get him away? Cruyff.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party
There will
overly
be 1
willing to
minute added
compromise.
time.
Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? Davids. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. You look back on the game then, Jim.
Please
Yeah,
turn
this
towards
looked the most
screen
likely
for a
outcome,
special
but we've had a
presentation
good
featuring
variety in
our
this
guest
game,
performance
despite
today.
it being anticlimactic.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Please. Division 1. അയ്യോ.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello
2 hours,
everyone, and
it might not
welcome to
feel like
Old
that.
Trafford.
The stadium is full of
Manchester
noise and
United
energy.
against
This certainly
Milan.
matters. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's having a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And he was quick to react. Threads one in. Maradona. Can he finish? Goal!
MS Maradona.
The breakthrough strike. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Torres! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Fernando Torres really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now he's got space here. Tries to play it through, and this is Forlan. He's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Kenangdi.
Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. Maradona. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he's being shifted off it. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Now it's Eto'o. And this is Pele! Well, given offside once more.
ശരിയാ. ഇഷ്ടാ.
Tries to pass it through. it on her. Eto. Now this could be a chance. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Neymar. Back into the middle. Closing in on goal. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Great vision. Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Neymar. He's tried one! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Xavi Alonso, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the through ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Harrison cuts out the pass. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Out towards the flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Davids. And that's a good ball. Eto! Cannavaro. Now he's off and running. Kukçu. Can he get on the end of this? Tchouaméni. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. It's a pretty loose pass. Done delicately. Oh, delightful ball.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Kukçu. Here comes another cross.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Neymar. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, there's the clearance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Torres. And Torres! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh.
substitution for Manchester United. Number 2.
Desperate defending required here.
Number 19, Xabi Alonso. Number 9, Diego Forlan. Number 20,
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Number 8,
And
Neymar.
here's Batistuta.
Coming on the field,
How... And that's it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Milan certainly had some
And
good
now,
moments,
to all
Peter.
members
There were
of the
plenty
crowd,
of encouraging
I'd like to
spells
ask
that
you to
more
join
should
me
have been
in
made
wishing
of.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
against Borussia Dortmund.
Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders.
Chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And a chance! And he's straight offside. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, nicely intercepted. Suarez running with the ball. Now then, the ball's come loose. Albert Ferrer. Neymar. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Hazard. Back into the middle. Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Haaland. Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's an excellent interception. Rummenigge, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Suarez. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, that was vital. Still goalless at the moment. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. Davids. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Vieira goes sliding in. And it's Luis Suarez. This might... He's had a shot! Shot could be on. It's Luis Suarez! Goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking there.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured.
He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now, who's going to be first to this? And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Luis Suarez. Rummenigge played out to the left flank. Albert Ferrer makes the interception. Messi. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Luis Suarez, out to the left it goes. Can he get on the end of this? He's onside. That looks a good cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under
The
pressure.
attendance for this match was 80,113.
Milan are looking to break at pace. Hazard going face to face with his great rival. Haaland. Van Bouten deals with that comfortably.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Messi.
Borussia Dortmund surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. Borussia Dortmund really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Ball is over the line. It's a goal kick.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that's that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Hello, attendees.
What are your
This
thoughts on
is
today's
a
game then,
Moss
Jim?
Children's
That's a
announcement.
fairly demoralising
With the father of
loss.
a boy-
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the
Hello,
next 2 hours,
everybody, and
it might not
welcome to
feel like
today's
that.
match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're underway.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cannavaro makes the interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Lee Kang-in. He's in a good position here. Real chance here. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Cleared without complication. Shot could be on. But it's lofty. There's the header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a key interception. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Threads one in. And this is Eto'o. And he's there to clear it. And that's been won straight back. And that has been cleared. And they're on him in a flash. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And there's green grass ahead of him. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught napping. And he shoots! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's Eto'o. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, what a... And the shot! And he hits the net! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one.
There will be 3
Well, it's
minutes
taken a big
added time.
deflection, but boy, he will want that one. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And the first half is done. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
This is a
No,
lost
well, the
children's
pickings
announcement.
certainly
Idea
have been
the
rich in
key
this first half.
Well, it's a lead.
Lead
That's
ഉണ്ടായ
by no
goal-ആണ്.
means convincing. The manager can't go
അത്
too easy
വെറുതെ
on his
കൊണ്ട്
players
കളഞ്ഞാണ്.
here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Lee Kang-in conjures time and space where few can. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lee Kang-in, Davids out-muscles him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just...
And a chance! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish. Goes for a shot! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. And here's Eto'o, Messi. Lee Kang-in gets it clear. Taken back almost at once. And this is Cruyff. Saliba getting this one clear. Davids. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lee Kang-in into the last quarter of an hour.
Nepal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pass somewhat off target. Hernandez. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. They get a throw in.
Oh.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Vinicius Junior. Number 6, Eto'o. Number
Pele.
19, El
And it's
Hadji Diouf.
Bellingham.
Number 9,
And it's hoisted clear.
Fernandes. Coming on the field.
Just 5 minutes remaining
number
now.
15, Filippo Inzaghi.
Nice interception, well
Number
timed.
23, Hazard.
Well, that
Number
might be that,
18,
Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Robertson. Substitution.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that is a
Two
little
minutes has been
undercooked.
indicated.
Azar. Lee Kang-in. Always onto this. Tries a shot! Yes! He's done it! Late in the day! This could well be it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Qatar are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Gabriel
And
Batistuta.
very quick. And we're done. Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better, and ever more beautiful. The action has already started. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Forlan is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a promising position. Lovely feet. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Milan are looking to break at pace. Raul. Looking for a runner. Brilliantly cut out.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
Milan do have a chance to counter here. And it's Ibrahimovic. And he's away. There's the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Neymar. He's being urged to shoot. Now there's shot a goal! They want to be quick to recover this. And this has another goal! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances.
It's Ibrahimovic! It's hit the upright. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's got his cross in. And that has been knocked clear. It's Forlan, very much a man of this moment. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in space and looking for options. Raul.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a good ball out wide. Cafu. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
2 added minutes
Cafu
has been
looking
indicated.
to run onto it. Cruyff tries to play it through. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
This map. Thank you for your cooperation.
And so we're off again. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Guti. And it's Perez. Passing nice and neat. Raul. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Raul actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Pepe is there, and he can get that clear. And he's gone backward here. Can he finish? Tremendous from Roberto Carlos!
Surprise, surprise, who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that. And Shevchenko! He's played it long. Paris ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he was...
Shevchenko! And he comes up trumps again. Spain have their second corner now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Neymar. Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Raul. Roberto Carlos looking understandably energised after his goal. And the finish! Koundé is there to clear. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Neymar. Chance here to counter. Threads one in. It'll be a throw-in.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he latch on to this?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Neymar picks it up out wide. Cafu. And it's Guti. Look at the space here. It's Ibrahimovic! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And that would have won it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Guti. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
And just a quick reminder
Schmeichel
today to
taking
please
in the
drink responsibly.
accolades, having been
Anyone
named
appearing
man of the
intoxicated
match,
or behaving
and
in an
deservedly
inappropriate
so.
manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your
Well, after
cooperation.
all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the manager's pumped here, Peter. He has every right to be after leading.
ഓക്കെ ബൈ എല്ലാവർക്കും നാളെ കാണാം.